stream. I am your host, Raymond Mutuku, and I'm very happy to be here this morning. And as I've said, that the Shauku conference has already begun, and it began yesterday with a very, very big bang. I'm very happy, I'm very happy to be here. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment and tell me where you're watching me from. I am your host, Raymond Mutuku, and I'm very happy this morning to be here, in this channel. As I've said, that you need to reignite something that you have. I came to realize that most young men or most young women, we are suffering from that problem. Maybe you feel that you don't want to try because if you try and fail, people are going to laugh at you. So you're afraid that if you fail, everybody is going to laugh at you. Well, that is a problem amongst the young men of this society. You feel that that if you fail, the whole world is going to laugh at you. So that has really put a ceiling on many young men and many young women. We cannot rise above. We cannot become what God wants us to become. We have settled for less because we feel that we are not worth it. Well, this conference that is happening between today and tomorrow is an eye-opener to the youth of this country and to other youths around the world to take courage and to go for it. All right, don't feel that don't feel that you're not good enough. All right, don't feel that you're not good enough, because the system, the youth, and I want to talk to the youth because I'm a youth, and sometimes we feel that that the odds are against us, and I don't want you to feel this conference is to encourage young men and young women not to feel that they're not worth it. You see, the problem with our society is the young men, and mostly young men and young women, they feel useless. And today I want to talk to you and tell you that you are the future. You are needed. You need to rise up. We need to take the economy to the next level. Don't feel don't leave that responsibility to another person. You are the future. And so that conference, ladies and gentlemen, is to encourage young men, young entrepreneurs, young business owners, young men, young women. You see, the funny thing about this generation is that 75% are young. Our population is comprised of young men, right, and young women. 60% of this generation are below 40, or even 70% are below 40. So that is where the investment should be. Don't feel that you're useless. No, that is, in fact, it is about time that young men and young women needed to know that uh, they're the main stakeholders. That is what I want you guys to know. And I'm here to tell you the truth the way it is, without fear or favor. And if you feel, and sometimes, the devil wants you to be as disinterested as possible. He wants you not to take part in your future. So I want you guys to wake up and to know that your future, the main driver of your future is you. You are the driver, not anybody else. You are the driver of your future. If you want to see yourself 10 years from today, don't be offended when somebody asks you, where do you want to see yourself 10 years from today? Don't be offended. That's a very valid question. And also, instead of people asking you, don't wait for them to ask you. Start asking yourself today. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be talking about the youth. The youth, so many times we have been used to cause chaos. The youth have been abused. They're just only called to take arms, called to do chaos. Why are we not invited to the table when it's time to eat? Such questions the youth should ask themselves. Why is it that you're not invited in the table when it's time to eat? Why are you always called to throw stones? And that is the time I think the youth should understand that this is their season. The time is now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be abused. Don't be used and abused. Don't throw stones during post-election violence. Let's demand that we need to be on the table when they're making their decisions. We need to be on the table when it's time to eat. They should also call us to the table. When they're time to make all those policy papers, they should call us to the table. And that is why I'm here, ladies and gentlemen, to tell the youth that we are not we are not your what do you call? I don't even know what to. We are not your donkey. We're not the ones to do the funny things for you. We want to be called to the table for a constructive discussion. And that is why I'll be attending this youth conference, and I'll be there full force. And I'll be there from morning. What time is it? It is 4 o'clock Kenyan time. I'll be there for 24 hours. I'll sleep on the door to make sure that we fight for our destiny, because this discussion of the youth is a discussion about your destiny. All right, so don't take it kindly. It's like throwing away your bath, your what? It's like if you don't want to be part of the discussion, then of course you'll be part of the problem in the near foreseeable future. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be passionate about the things of the youth. I want you to feel. I want you to be offended. I want you to be very, very passionate about the things of the youth. Because if you are not passionate about them, then you have already lost. I want us to win. All right. I want us to discuss, to be on the table, to be on when they're dividing. I don't want us to be called in for the breadcrumbs. I want us to be part of baking of the cake. Are we together? Yes, stop complaining. I want you to rise up, not to cause chaos, but to rise up to take your place, to rise up to negotiate for your future. Any questions up to there? Feel free to be part of these streams, and feel free to comment. I love people who comment, in this channel. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Any questions up to there? I believe that the future is great, that the future is wonderful. But let us not remain victims of circumstances. The fuel prices are going up. We're just there complaining. I don't want to remain complaining forever. I don't want to be a victim of circumstances. I want also to be somebody who I want also to be part of, I want to know the destiny. I don't want just to relax and say, oh, the price of bread is going up. We're not doing anything. The price of sugar is going up. We're not doing anything. The price of life is going up. We're not doing anything. Why is it that we are just victims of circumstances? Yes, that you see, underline the word victim of circumstances. I don't want to remain. In fact, if you are a victim of circumstances, this is the weekend to say no. I don't want to be a victim of circumstances. I want to be a driver of my future. Any questions up to there? Feel free to subscribe and comment. The day you will get inside your pocket and find there's nothing, you will remember my speech. The day you will get into your pocket, I cannot afford this, I cannot afford this, I cannot afford this. That is when you will remember me. When life became expensive, you were not on the table. When they were discussing how to mortgage your future, you were not in the discussion room. And that is why I always want to tell you, my brothers and sisters, that you should be passionate about your destiny. All right? I want you to feel that, to be uneasy. But you see, right now, the youth are just relaxed. It's okay. You don't even want to be part of it. All right? And that is where the problem is. I want you to be part, to feel I want you to be passionate about the things of the youth. Any questions up to there? Feel free to be part. I want you to fight for your economic rights, even if it's not for your political rights. Fight for your economic rights. All right? Even if it's not politics, but I want you to be very serious about your economic rights. Even if it's not your political rights, but your economic rights, because also you have economic rights. So let us continue reading. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment and tell me where you're watching me from. Right now, as a youth, you should wake up and know that fuel prices are going through the roof. Before you know it, you'll not even be able to afford anything, let alone, you cannot even dream. How can you dream? How can you even dream? How can you dream and the fuel prices are in the roof? How can you dream when life itself is very expensive? If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment and tell me where you're watching me from. You should be in love with the idea of fighting for your rights. Any questions up to there? Feel free to be part of this stream. I'm your host, Raymond Mutuku, and this is the Sultans of Swing. I want you to dream big. Any questions up to there? If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Tell me where you're watching me from. I'm very happy to be here to this channel. One thing that they want, and I came to realize their secret. They want young men to remain, oppressed. They want you to remain oppressed so that they can harvest you. They want you to remain poor. But we are not going to remain poor. We are going to fight for our economic rights. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment and tell me where you're watching me from. I want you to start thinking about, how the tactics that they're using to keep you chained. We want to break free. We want to break free. That is why we are here. We want the youth to break free. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Tell me where you're watching me from. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you. Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. If you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe. I'm reading from, Proverbs chapter 8, and, I hope that you enjoy reading the scripture. I hope that you continue. And for those who are supporting this channel, thank you so much. You're the reason why I'm here. And I will not stop. As long as you are here, I will make sure that I will continue being as real as possible. I'll continue dispensing the truth without fear or favor. We are here to tell you the truth without fear or favor. All right? So let's continue reading the word. And I will start, and yesterday, and if you're new to this channel, by the way, subscribe to this channel. Okay, let's continue reading. To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech. Let me tell you something, and I want to make a clarification here. For the youth to stand up and fight for their economic rights is not disobedience. Is that disobedience? Can you define the word disobedience? We are simply saying that the economy is life, the cost of living is going up. How disobedient is that? That is not disobedience. That is not disobedience. Expressing myself without fear or favor is not disobedience. Because somebody somewhere must be told the truth. That is not disobedience. You should not be offended, because if you wanted to lead our country, or you wanted to lead us, then you should also accept criticism, even if it's positive criticism. You would not want to, number one, oppress me economically. Number two, you curtail my freedom of expression. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? So sometimes you have to understand that the youth of our country, we are between a rock and a hard place. And in that, between that rock and a hard place, they're still pressing you. You're between a rock and a hard place. What do you want? Do you want us to go to the streets? Because sometimes, even if it's praying, we have prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. But sometimes even God tells you, you know what, you need to wake up and also tell these people that what they are doing is not right. Because we cannot be in a you pray and pray and pray and pray, but then you realize that unless we start asking for our rights, then nothing is going to change. I'm not saying that prayer is bad. I'm just telling the youth that, at this rate, I don't know where we're going. I'm not telling people to take arms. I'm just saying that at this rate, we need some kind of unions to go and negotiate with the government. That is the only way, I think. I'm not talking about labor unions, but I'm saying that it comes a time, instead of going to the streets and fighting, it comes a time that we need to tell each other the truth. I don't know whether I'm talking to you. I don't know whether I'm making noise. But with this noise I'm making, it might look unnecessary today, but tomorrow it will translate into something ugly. So I'm just telling you the truth now. Because if I don't tell you the truth today, it will translate tomorrow to tear gas. It will translate into stones. it will translate into people getting injured. So we have to talk, because if we don't talk today, I'm telling you the truth. In fact, the leadership of this country, we have to talk before May, because after May, ladies and gentlemen, I am very sure that it will translate into something. And you see, ladies and gentlemen, why I'm saying it's always good to talk. When you are the president or when you are a leader, you make a decision and everybody's quiet. You should be worried. Why are they quiet? What are they planning? Yes. So when somebody comes up and tells you, you know what, let's do this, that's very good, because now you say, yeah, so that's what is happening. Oh, yes, that is what is happening on the ground. Hey, oh, so they're just quiet. Oh, so why are they quiet? And you should start wondering, hey, why are they quiet? Oh, you see, when people are quiet, you should be very worried. Very worried. Very worried. And now you see, everybody, the opposition, everybody is quiet. Let me continue reading my word. Any questions up to there? Counsel and sound judgment are mine. I have insight, I have power. By me kings reign and rulers issue decrees that are just. By me princes govern. Any questions up to there? If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment and tell me where you're watching me from. Do you enjoy this channel? If you do enjoy this channel, feel free to be part of our streams and tell me where you're watching me from. I'm your host, Raymond Mutuku, and I'm very happy this morning to be here. I am going to a meeting, so I'm going at around 5, and I hope that at that meeting there will be something will happen. Any questions up to there? Any questions up to there? I'm very happy to be here this wonderful morning, and feel free to support this channel by subscribing. Tell me where you're watching me from. Do you enjoy these streams? If you do enjoy these streams, tell me, oh, this channel is great. All right, yeah. Let us continue reading. So I want to go, but I think I'll go in the next 20 minutes. So take this opportunity now and ask me your questions. Take this opportunity and ask me your questions. Okay, let's continue reading. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. My fruit is better than fine gold. Any questions up to there? Feel free to ask me your questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer you in no time. Any questions? Do you enjoy this channel? If you do enjoy this channel, feel free every day to support us. Feel free to be part of our streams. I enjoy being here. But you see, right now, as we speak right now, I was just thinking about how life is gonna be, in the near foreseeable future. So it's about time for us even to pray about our economy. We might think that it's a joke, but it's not. All right, it's not a joke. So any questions up there? Feel free to support this channel. It's around 4:30. I want to prepare myself to go, and yeah. Yeah. Any questions? I want to go now. Any questions? If you're new to this channel, be part of our streams. Tell me where you're watching me from. You see, the problem is that any questions up to there? Any questions up to there? And I love Jesus. You know, the fact that you love Jesus does not mean that you should not express yourself. The fact that you love Jesus, the fact that you are a Christian, should not make you to be a victim of circumstances. Are we together? I want us to understand each other. Say, oh, you're talking as if you're not a Christian. No, I love Jesus. But also, I have to tell you the truth, the way I see it. You know, yes, I love Jesus, but you're hurting me economically. Yes, I love Jesus, but I have eyes, I have ears, and I'll tell you the truth the way it is. And my I'm bound to tell the truth the best way I know. Because if I'm not telling you the truth, then I'm not being honest. Okay? If I go and gossip you somewhere, and I tell you, oh, this man is oppressive, and I go and discuss you somewhere, gossiping you, and I'm not telling you directly, I'm not telling you the truth directly. I believe that you should tell people the truth directly, without fear. I appreciate the truth. For me, I appreciate the truth. I love people who tell me the truth, and I'm a truthful man. I wouldn't want to be a fake, a fake friend. I'm not a fake friend. At least that one, I am not a fake friend. At least when somebody say, "Oh, this man is a fake friend," no, I tell you the truth. I'm not looking for likes, and I'm not looking for sympathy. No, and I'm not even looking. I don't want you to even support this channel financially. No, this channel is dedicated to tell you the truth the way it is, without fear or favor. Because I realize that most people are corrupt. When they're given money, they distort the truth. Somebody's asking me, is the name the Sultans of Swing from the song by the Dire Straits? Yes, it's true. I just borrowed the Sultans of Swing from Dire Straits. I love that, band. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was telling you that this generation, and I'm going to that conference of the youth. And I was telling you guys, in fact, you see, most people in this generation, they can be bought. Take this money and distort the truth. Take this money and enjoy yourself. Let the rest suffer. I wouldn't want to be that person. I want to tell you the truth from the way I see it, without fear or favor. And so many politicians. That's why I feel that Kenyans are being misrepresented, because you voted for somebody, they went to parliament, they went to the Senate, they were bought until they became corrupt. They became complacent. They went to bed with the enemy, and in the process they do not represent the people. They do not represent what people really want. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, standing for the truth is something that is very personal to me. All right? That is very personal to me. Somebody's asking me the truth on what? You see, like right now, you see, when we're talking about rights, their constitutional rights, their human rights, their consumer rights, their economic rights. And I will not talk about constitutional rights, I'll just talk about economic rights. And the youth have to be involved in everything that is about them. We don't want to wake up tomorrow and become victims of the situation. If you're 20 years old, you should be able to ask, what about tomorrow? What about, if you're increasing fuel, why is it you should also increase my salary? If you're increasing fuel, you should also increase what? Salaries. So if you're telling me that is a very difficult discussion, well, it's very difficult for you to rise fuel, but it's very difficult for you to rise salaries. Yeah, but you see right now as I speak, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of money being stolen in our country. That money should be channeled into increasing the salaries of young generation. Instead of stealing the money, why don't you increase the salaries of the young people and the young women in our country? That is what I believe. Okay, so that is something that is, I'm very passionate about that. All right, so if you're new to this, did you subscribe to the channel? Kindly subscribe to our channel and be part of our streams every day. Be part of our streams and join us and support us, and join us and support us every day. Don't just say, hey, we are together, but when things are rough, you run away. That is not correct. All right, I don't want you to be part of those hey. So we want our rights, but when you say, okay, where are you? We want to arrest you. You run away. Okay. Any questions up to there? If you're new to this channel, subscribe. Any questions up to there? Feel free to subscribe to this channel. So many people sold out. So many people, if you tell them, what do you stand for? They were given money, and they are for sale. How can you be for sale? So many people I know are for sale. I want to tell you the truth, that this channel, the ideas in this channel, we are not for sale. So if you're here, know that I will dispense the truth without fear or favor. Any questions up to there? Join our channel every day and be part of our streams. And don't have fear. The Bible says in 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and self-discipline. Any questions up to there? Any questions up to there? Feel free to subscribe. All right. I will not be here to sell cowardice. I don't sell cowardice. I'm here to sell the truth and to dispense the truth. And I will tell them what they deserve to know. And we'll give it to them the way they have been giving it to us. Any questions up to there? Let us continue reading, and I'm very happy to be here this wonderful morning. The Lord brought me forth as the first of his works. Before his deeds of old I was formed long ages ago. At the very beginning, when the world came to be, when there were no watery depths, I was given birth. When there were no springs overflowing with water, before the mountains were settled in place, before the hills, I was given birth. Before we made the world or its fields or any of the dust of the earth, I was there when he set the heavens in place. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Tell me where you're watching me from. I'm very happy this morning to welcome you to our streams. And tell me, do you enjoy our streams? If you do enjoy our streams, be part of our channel. Uh-huh. Oh yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Mm-hmm. Yes, Lord. I love the fact that any questions up to there? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions up to there? If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment and tell me where you've been watching me from. And I love the fact that you've been watching this channel, and love the fact that that you love this channel. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. Any questions up to there? Feel free to join me every evening, and yeah, tell me where you are. I'll be here till top of the hour, and then I'll go my way. Any questions up to there? Any questions up to there? If you're new to this channel, be part of our streams, and I hope that you are enjoying this channel. I'll be here until top of the hour, and and afterwards I'll be on my way, and I hope that you will learn something, at the end of our streams. Any questions? Any questions up to there? Any questions up to there? If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Let's continue reading, and feel free to be part of our streams. Any questions? Yes. When he gave the seas boundaries so that the waters would not overstep his command, and when he marked out the foundations of the earth, then I was constantly at his side. I was filled with delight day after day, rejoicing always in his presence, rejoicing in his whole world, and delighting in the human race. If you're new to this channel, be part of our streams and tell me where you're watching me from. I'm your host, Raymond Mutuku. I'm very happy this morning to be here. You can ask me your questions, and yeah. You can ask me your questions every single day, and I will be here to tell you, what I think. I'll be here to tell you, I'll speak my mind without fear or favor. Any questions up to there? Any questions up to there? Any questions? Any questions? Let us continue reading. Any questions up to there? Now then, my children, listen to me. Blessed are those you who keep my ways. Listen to my instructions and be wise. Do not disregard it. Blessed are those who listen to me, watching daily at my doors, waiting at my doorway. For those who find me find life and receive favor from the Lord. But those who fail to find me harm themselves. All who hate me love death. Any questions up to there? I'm very happy to be here this wonderful hour. And God is good. God is good. Any questions? Any questions? Wisdom has built a house. She has set up its 7 pillars. She has prepared her meat and mixed her wine. She has also set her table. She has sent out her servants, and she calls from the highest point of the city. Let all who are simple come to my house. Any questions up to there? Feel free to subscribe and comment. And any questions? Any questions up to there? You can ask me your questions, and I'll be more than happy to reply you. Whoever corrects a mocker invites insult. Whoever rebukes the wicked incurs abuse. Do not rebuke mockers, or they will hate you. Rebuke the wise, and they will love you. Instruct the wise, and they will be wiser still. Teach the righteous, and they will add to their learning. Any questions? Oh, I'm so happy to be here this morning. I'll be here until the top of the hour. You can ask me your questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer you. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? You can ask me your questions before I leave. You can ask me your questions before I leave. I'll be very happy if you ask me your questions this night or this morning in some other places. I'll be more than happy to answer you. Any questions? Let's continue reading. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For though wisdom, your days will be many, and years will be added to your life. If you are wise, your wisdom will reward you. If you are a mocker, you alone will suffer. Folly is an unruly woman. She is simple and knows nothing. She sits at the doors of her house, on a seat at the highest point of the city, calling out to those who pass by, who go straight on her way. Let all who are simple come to my house. To those who have no sense, she says, stolen water is sweet, food eaten in secret is delicious, but little do they know that the dead are there, that her guests are deep in the realm of the dead. If you're new to this channel, be part of our streams. I'm very happy to be here every single day. Yeah, I'm very, so as I said, I'm about to leave, and I really enjoyed, working with you. I really enjoyed, streaming tonight. As I said that this week we're having a conference of the youth, and you'll be part of our conference. It's about reigniting the passion of the youth. Yeah. So any questions? Any questions up to there? Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Any questions up to there? Proverbs 10, the Proverbs of Solomon, a wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son brings grief to his mother. Ill-gotten treasures have no lasting value, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Any questions up to there? I'm very happy this morning to be here. Let's go to the other channel.